the most fortunate thing was that I was able to bring home my grandson. He stayed with us 4 days at the cottage, and four.
K64 can work their evil magic around me for a week with a minion, comma, having warped the king's mind again to harass me, comma, and I can worry that it comes from a sense of entitlement if I just don't appear, comma, but I can also feel it's worth it, comma, my blood pressure lowering, comma, if I can do it, not so that I don't get chastised, but so that I don't fucking care. Period. Because I don't deserve to be harassed into a coma. Period. I can have that attitude with a clean conscience. If you agree. Question mark. Man. Always worried. Always worried I'm supposed to ignore my emotions. Although there is something to be said for, you know, kind of like a strike, sit down strike. Because this is for the greater good. To get a policy and mindset change from corporate Gestapo and their whack-a-mole minions, you know, brainwashed to not give a shit. I've seen it other places too. I've seen the abuse of the aged, such that I can't come back. No, I'm not coming back. Please come back. I'll help. No, not doing it. It's just too abusive. Some dude told me at the previous job, talking 15 years ago. I divinated about that once. I can't remember what the question was, but it was a good example of somebody who just said, nope, not doing it. So I could look at this as the future. If you look at this, I'm asking it because I think it's progress, not to be codependent. Oh, my baby. You want a belly rub right in the middle of my div? Right in the middle of my div? She goes, uh-huh. 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 Cushy. You got a cushy job. Hold on. I don't want to do it right now.
4 days.
Why do people stay in situations that are bad for them, living consciously? Alice Jones. So I haven't seen her before, but that's what gave me the idea to ask this question. I don't want this to be my subconscious. I want this to be the divine answer. This is not the way I feel about it. It's the right thing to do in this particular second. You know, when I go in tomorrow. This, as long as footprints run crisscross, maybe I'll try to not run crisscross with this dude to avoid any blame. I need to preserve my inner composure and not allow oneself to be swept along with the bustle of this life that they're going to be having. I like that. Too bad it wasn't the final divination. Treading in confusion, honor it, not a mistake being in clarity or like waking up. Perhaps you go out in the morning and see all this crap going on and you go, fuck that shit. You don't have yet a context to contain and interpret the messages. They can be disconcerting. This is the one I usually take, the top one, because it says to right there. The sun sets, the world turns, a day comes to a close. This is the end of one phase of your life, and the light of the ending colors all you see. It is time to take in what happened and move into the present moment. You need to sing your own song and beat your own drum and celebrate the achievements of your day. You cannot keep the sun from setting, but this is no reason to feel ineffectual and helpless. Unless you celebrate deliberately and loudly, you will sink into melancholy, futilely resisting the passing of time. So, this is a time where maybe I should... It says right here, caught in this external bondage, men are usually robbed of their internal freedom as well. The sense of transitory of life impels them to be uninhibited in revelry. Enjoy life while it lasts, or else yield to the melancholy. To the superior man, it makes no difference whether death comes early or late. Oh, so I might want to. This is kind of telling me that, hey, if I drop dead into a coma, hey, who cares? Let's do it. They'll learn their lesson that way. All right. That's why I'm going to keep going to the meeting until I'm told I don't have to. That's funny as hell. You may drop dead is what this is saying. Makes no difference to you. It doesn't really. I just don't want the pain of... I don't want to lose my... I don't want to argue with this dude. Are you bewailing loudly the approach of your old age? And Confucius says, how can one wish to hold for long the light of the setting sun? Unless you celebrate deliberately and loudly, you will sink into melancholy, dwelling on what is lost as you watch the light and the colors fade from your visions. Vaguely interesting. Interesting. A gift. I've been given a gift. Use it. Multiply that gift. Advance and prosper. You need to seize all you're giving as an opportunity. Light comes forth over the earth, advancing. A noble one's light shines in her character. willingness to give and receive. Yeah, but give and receive what? I don't want to argue. This is one of the guys that was probably behind the latest get to the meeting crap. Just been arguing with. He used to be he used to be a coordinator, and I'm like, I know my own body. Leave me alone. And he wouldn't. He's somebody that I really respect, and as a, his work ethic and his own authenticity, which I'm not going to go into. It's somebody that I should, if circumstances were different, have gotten along with. But he's decided to go along with the Nazi propaganda. Won't talk. As an equal, he just wants to be unequal. He wants to be unequal. So it's just the phase he's going through. So I want to just not crisscross paths. The real nature of man is likewise originally good, but it becomes clouded by contact with earthly things, and therefore it needs purification before it can shine. IDK, I think the first one about crisscrossing paths might be some clarity. Indecipherable what's going on. You can perceive there is a message here for you, and you respect that, though you cannot read it. You don't have context to contain and interpret the messages, and it can very well be discerning to move before you can see the whole picture. Nonetheless, it's not a mistake to be underway. So that's kind of hinting that be underway where? My question is, should I fade away? I'm trying to transfer now, even though it said don't bother. Wherever you go, there you are. That's the way I interpreted it last time. I could have very well have interpreted, oh yeah, you'll have brotherhood there, the new spot. What's the sequence that led to this? Falling naturally has occasion to hold together, and so clarity follows. Means holding together. In the chasms, you find nothing solid to hold on to. In the outside world, you're falling, and you must hold fast to your heart. There's nothing else. You hold it to the truth. Interesting. I don't want to ask again. Right away, at least. I probably will. You know me. I think it's inconclusive. Damn it.